Are we streaming? Where's the little thingy? Oh, I don't want to see the broadcast info. Uh, oh well, it doesn't matter. Uh, so I've been streaming for a few months now. I think I started around February. It was like, I think maybe January, like late January, mid-February, something like that. And honestly, I don't think it's for me. I've always liked the idea of entertaining people, and I really liked the idea of building a community of like-minded people who understood me because I have an unusual personality. I'm very quirky. Um, Basically, I've gotten nothing out of streaming, and I don't really enjoy it either. And on top of that, I don't feel like I'm entertaining at all, really. Uh, I feel like no one watches my streams or videos, and if they do, they're wasting their time. And if you have that feeling, it becomes extremely hard to be motivated to keep doing it. Like, streaming itself is only fun if you have people to watch and interact with, and I know I don't do it consistently or regularly because life is always busy and chaotic, but I've basically gotten zero viewership after I think 100 hours of streaming, like combined. And man, that's hard to swallow. That's a tough one. I feel like I could have spent that 100 hours developing a skill or just making friends because I don't have any friends. And I feel like that would have been a more productive use of my time. So I have to be realistic about streaming and accept that it's not really for me. I don't think I have the personality to be entertaining. Uh, I don't think I'm particularly good at video games, so that's not really a factor either. It's not like a skill thing. I struggle in pretty much any genre outside of strategy and turn-based stuff, which probably doesn't draw in an audience either. So, probably no one's going to even watch this video either, and that's part of like this crushing feeling that maybe it's just an insecurity thing on my part. Like, I don't really believe in myself to entertain anyone, and I don't know. I actually thought about maybe one day I am going to be buying my first home soon. Like this entire time I've been streaming, I've still been living with my dad despite being originally 29 and now I've turned 30. And I've been reflecting a lot about what I want in life, and being a streamer is basically dedicating myself to sitting at a desk for hours at a time playing video games I don't really like or enjoy that much. Oh, that was weird. And essentially for nothing. I'm dedicating myself to playing video games, which honestly struggle to keep my attention because I get bored easily. Like, I'm basically just dedicating myself to wasting my time without getting anything out of it. Uh, I know this is kind of bitter, but again, no one's going to even watch this in the first place. And I am a bit bitter because I'm a very imaginative and optimistic person, and I genuinely, for some reason, despite the immense wave of competition every day on streaming platforms, I for some reason thought I would have developed some kind of viewer base by now. And it's not anyone's fault but my own. I probably could have done things differently to be a more successful quote unquote streamer. But for right now, I think I'd rather just focus on putting energy into things that I actually will benefit from, like my career and meeting friends. Because retroactively, coming to think about it, it was definitely an introverted delusion to think that I could make friends just by streaming video games. Because, like, gamers are very antisocial people in general. And I'm not even really a gamer. I'm more like a casual gamer than anything else. I'm more interested in the art side of video games. And I thought making that an aspect of my channel branding would help attract other people with the same kind of mindset. But realistically, I don't think those people are going to randomly stumble upon me. I have thought about in the future, I would love to do oh yeah, sorry. I have ADHD, so I can lose myself into my thought process and drop topics as I'm talking about them. Anyway, I'm looking to buy my first home. I'm saving up for a down payment on a mortgage right now. And in the future, one day, I would love to do cooking streams once I have my own private kitchen. I think that would be really cool because I love cooking way more than games. Like, I'll be honest, games are okay as like a thing, but I usually only like games when I play them with other people. Like, I am introverted, but I'm very socially oriented at the same time, and I mostly prefer doing things with other people. Like, even streaming is slightly better than playing video games with myself, just because I might interact with someone passively at some point. But at the same time, it does take more energy from me to project my personality out into the internet. And the internet does not care about people. Like, I've been on it since basically the 90s, and that's always been true. Probably now more so than ever because there's no real sense of community anymore. It's just a bunch of people individualized to the point that they are afraid and hateful of each other constantly. And yeah, I feel like I have nothing to offer that a billion other people are not also offering in terms of the gaming space. So I think I'd rather step back for now from this kind of format and this kind of approach to the internet and like sharing myself. And I'd like to come back later with something better and both better to watch and truer to myself. So I'd really love to do cooking streams or cooking videos. I already have a lot of ideas for it. It's not something I can act on now. But once I have my own kitchen, I definitely will at least try because realistically, it'd only be a mobile mic setup, like maybe attached to my phone or something like that for the audio track, and then some cameras set up at different like preparation stations and the actual like stove top or whatever, depending on what I'm doing. So like I've thought about that. I much prefer cooking YouTube to gaming YouTube in general, even though my favorite channel is a gaming channel, Oni Plays. Like for me, video games are not real life. Like I don't care about them that much to be honest. Mostly my experience with video games is using them as escapism for harsh circumstances in life that started from my childhood. I'm not going to go into like full trauma dump. You don't need details. But basically, I've always used them as a coping mechanism to escape reality. And there was a time when I really, really loved video games and I thought they were really like the coolest thing ever. But I think that time is long past. And now they're kind of just, I honestly just start to feel like they're a waste of time, even though they can be really cool. Like the amount of games that are actually worth the player's time, it just gets lower and lower every year due to industry trends and things like that. uh Okay, apparently OBS disconnected and reconnected. Hopefully we're okay. Yeah, I'm just overall I'm just disappointed in the outcome of everything. Like again, 100 hours is a lot. That'd be like 10%. Like they say it takes 1,000 hours to master a skill, and I basically feel like I wasted 10% of mastery of any skill of my choosing. Like I already have things that I'm good at doing outside of streaming, and I could have even spent that time getting better at those things. But all that said, I think it was a valuable experience. I think it was worth seeing what this is like, and what it is like is actually kind of miserable unless you take off and get successful and have like people watching you. And it just gives me so much empathy for other streamers who aren't giving up like I am. Like, man, I feel bad for anyone sticking with this at my level doing the same thing. That sucks. That really sucks. Yeah, okay. I've already talked for 11 minutes, so I think we're good. That's pretty much it. I'm probably never uploading to this channel again unless I pivot this channel into the cooking one, but I don't know. I think the algorithm prefers if you make a new channel and then dedicate 100% of the content to the new type of content, and like you just start pumping out stuff as soon as the thing's made. So I would probably record a bunch of videos in advance with cooking tutorials and stuff like that because I oh my god. Okay, we got disconnected again, so I think it's time to stop. Yeah, thank you to anyone who actually did watch the streams or the VODs. I really appreciate it. I'm sorry I wasn't a better personality for this kind of thing. Uh, and I'm even more sorry if you actually did like this content because I pretty much got zero feedback during the 100 hours worth of streaming that I did, and I never felt like I was doing a good job. And that combined with not getting an audience also just kind of like triggered my own insecurity to the point where I just didn't want to stream anymore because it just felt like smashing my head into a brick wall for basically no reason. But yeah, that's about it. Thank you very much for your time. Uh, be kind to other people, love yourself, be good. I don't know what else to say. I don't know how I never learned how to end streams or videos. But yeah, thank you. Thank you so much. Uh, hopefully we meet again in the future and have a good life. I don't know what to say. This is kind of sad. I kind of hope this whole thing would go way better than it actually did, but oh well. We live and learn. Like the song from Sonic Adventure 2. Bye.